Have you experienced the awesome power of the Panasonic Real 3DO system? Obviously.
Presenting 3DO, the most advanced home gaming system in the universe. It's time to put away your toys.
3DO from Panasonic, Gold Star, and Creative Labs. A new low price and free games.
Mind-blowing graphics of Panasonic Real 3DO.
3DO.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 3DO Experience, the 3DO retrospective podcast where we talk about all things 3DO, the company, and everything in between. I am Bill, and this is Threk. How you doing, Threk?
I'm here, Bill. How are you?
I'm tired. It's been 2
Same.
days.
And I dealt with a freaking sinus headache and got sick and all that. So
That's
I had
the
to leave
worst.
work. I had to leave work early today. They seemed okay with it. I'm assuming it'll be fine. I mean, by the time I left, there wasn't really that much work left to do, anyways.
Mhm.
So the only thing I missed out on was sneaking some content work. But other than that, I feel better. I took a nap, took a shower, ate some food, so I think I'll be okay.
Nice. Oh, it's been a bit. Last thing we did was the 100th episode. We're officially post 100 now.
Yeah, and thanks everybody for the feedback. We got quite a bit. I know in the Discord we got a lurker chiming in on the Discord, so I can't remember their name already. I was trying to find it, but
I think it's like Tier Zoo.
Epic
Zoo.
Zoo. Yeah,
Epic Zoo.
yeah.
Yep.
Shout out to you, Epic Zoo. Appreciate it. And boost my audio. Is my audio boosted? Please let me know.
So
I turned my mic up a little bit.
it might be that on your end because they record us both local at the same time via StreamYard, so it's hard for me to do it in post.
Here, I'll turn it up one more. How about that?
Okay.
Hopefully I'm good enough for you. Anyways, so yeah, we didn't do the news segment last week. I mean, overall, I mean, there's been news, but not a lot that I really care about. It's kind of like a light time for news where it's like stuff is happening, but not a lot. And, I
Yeah.
don't want to make the news segment an hour every time, especially for stuff that's like whatever. I mean, there was that Pokemon Presents. I think that was today or yesterday or whatever.
Think so.
Yeah, nothing there that was really that interesting to me until they put the old games on NSO. Like, I don't, come on, just do it at this point, whatever, right? There's that ZA.
That looks
Bundle.
good.
Yeah, ZA looks cool. They're doing a
Yeah.
console bundle for it, so again, when I grab a Switch 2, that'll be one of the games I get for it. I'm genuinely curious to it. But anyways, let's see. I think this was announced today. Yeah. A Hellraiser game. I don't know if you saw this, Bill. It's called Hellraiser Revival. It's being developed by the studio that made the Evil Dead game. But it's not. When I first heard of this, my first thought was, is it going to be one of those like asymmetrical multiplayer things like Friday the 13th, like that Evil Dead game, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? Because we've had those. I haven't played any of them, but I've heard kind of mixed takes on them. But no, this is not that. This looks to be more of just like a first-person survival horror game, much like Resident Evil 7 or Resident Evil Village. It looks like that's kind of like their main influence on it. And it looks kind of cool, I've watched some of the Hellraiser movies over the years. I have an IRL buddy who loves them to death, so I'm sure he's really excited about this. And yeah, I don't know if they had a release date set for it or anything. Doesn't look like it, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. Are you into the Hellraiser, Bill?
I haven't really seen them, so it's not really something I'm super familiar with.
You should check them out. If you like 80s horror, they're very interesting movies. I'd say watch like the first 2 or 3, and then you're good. There's a point where they like stop being good, but just watch those like couple early ones.
It seems to be a common thing with horror franchises.
At least with say like Friday the 13th, like the quality is all over the place, but I think every movie is worth watching in that series. I mean, I have like really strong opinions on the Halloween movies, so I won't go there now. But yeah, it's cool to see that they're doing this. And hey, if this does well, maybe we'll get some more like maybe they'll do more like single player based games and for horror movies. I think that'd be really cool. Have you seen any of this like Crafton Subnautica thing going on?
I heard about it.
So I'm not going to get too deep into it, but basically, I think Crafton was like the owner of the studio that was making the Subnautica games, and they've been working on Subnautica 2, and they were promised a bunch of money in bonuses, I think, for getting the game out by a certain time. And I think it was like scheduled to come out in early access fairly recently, but then a bunch of them just got kind of fired prematurely, and then like, you know, Crafton delayed the release and made a whole thing about it, and now there's a big lawsuit happening.
The first thing I see is a Reddit post that just says "Do not buy Subnautica 2."
Apparently the whole thing it just screams like really bad, that like Crafton promised a bunch of stuff to the developers to, you know, meet certain deadlines. They were meeting those deadlines and they went, oh shit, we actually weren't going to pay you that, so they just fired them. That's what it looks like to me. It looks really shady and awful.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because, yeah, like I know people really like the Subnautica games. So
Not really for me, but that's mostly because the ocean's scary.
I don't find the ocean scary. I find the ocean awesome and fascinating.
It's interesting.
The scary parts I think are cool, actually.
I don't know. There's like creatures down there though. Like, what the hell?
I like it. I think I think in an alternate timeline, I became a marine biologist, genuinely, because I've always had the fascination with the ocean and ocean creatures. So, you know, maybe it was due to SpongeBob, because I grew up on SpongeBob. I mean, obviously. So maybe that kind of fueled that interest in the ocean. Who knows?
Maybe.
But yeah, that's. I hope those people got fired. I hope they get their you know, date in court and things go well for them. So yeah. Let's see here. Oh, the Mortal Kombat 2 movie trailer dropped.
I saw that. It
looks pretty good.
I'm intrigued. I'm not sure if I'll see it in theaters, but
I haven't seen the first one, which, I mean, add another notch to my, like, I love Mortal Kombat, but I've been super behind. Like, I haven't even really played Mortal Kombat 10. Like, everything before I have played, everything from 10 on, I still haven't played. That's my fault. The movies, I watched the two 90s ones. I watched them a bunch.
So the good one and the bad one. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. As a kid, I always kind of liked Annihilation.
You watch it now, though, and you go, ooh.
I think why I liked Annihilation as a kid was it felt closer to the games, because it feels like the first movie is just trying to be like a straight up martial arts type movie and is very light Mortal Kombat tinged. You know what I mean? Like in a way it's closer to Mortal Kombat 1, how it doesn't have that crazy art style that they would get later on. It's fairly down to earth. Whereas Annihilation goes for like that Mortal Kombat 2. Like, let's get a little more silly with it. And I think as a kid, I liked that. But yeah, watching it now, I'm like, yeah, this is just a bad movie. This is a very bad movie.
It always reminds me kind of like, it's a weird comparison, but like Mortal Kombat Annihilation is like kind of like The Fly 2 to me, where it's like, I could see where like they were going here, but objectively it kind of misses the point of what made the first one so good.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and then that first Mortal Kombat movie that came out, I think some people liked it. It didn't make a huge splash.
It kind of got screwed by like, it was one of those many films that kind of came out in the middle of that.
It was during COVID, I think.
It was like the post-COVID like movie era where like a lot of films bombed because of obvious reasons. Because I remember like the Suicide Squad, not Suicide Squad, the good one that was made by James Gunn later. That one bombed because it came out during the COVID thing, even though it was pretty well received.
People said it was better. I mean,
it's not a high bar.
It's not hard to be better than the other one. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I never saw that one though, but yeah, I feel like the movie industry is not really in a good spot post COVID anyways, because people don't really want to go to the theater anymore. Like people really weren't wanting to go to the theater before COVID anyways, but we were just kind of used to that. But then, when COVID hit and then more movies were releasing digitally, like shortly after the theater, or some releasing day and date on streaming, or just straight up buying a digital version of it, like, and with the advent of like really nice TVs and really nice sound systems that you can get in your house, it's like, why bother going when it's a crazy price? Like the snacks are overpriced and like people are just fucking awful there. It's ridiculous. Like, unless you're a big franchise like a Mario, like a Sonic, like a Minecraft,
Superman.
like a Superman. I assume Superman's done well in the theaters. I still need to go watch it.
It's already made its money back, and it's looking like it's gonna do a lot.
Yeah.
It's doing better domestically than overseas right now, which is interesting, but we'll see how that goes.
Whatever. But yeah, it's like, unless you're like a big franchise movie in that regard, like you're not really making that much money. Like even like horror films, which always used to be like an easy return on your investment, they're not making as much money as they used to. Like some are barely breaking even. Like there was I think it was Sinners came out recently. Like that was like a big like original IP movie, had Michael B. Jordan and all that. I think it did okay. It did, I think, decently well, but I feel like if that movie was released in pre-COVID, it would have done a lot better.
It says a lot. Like when I went to go see Superman, I watched the trailers beforehand. Like I always like to watch the trailers.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a single one where I was like, I want to see that. It was most of them were like, that's there, I guess.
I think it's just movies and to some extent other entertainment mediums as well. It's become more of a like, I'll wait till I can view it at home. You know what I mean?
That was how I watched the Minecraft movie.
Like how like in like gaming, a lot of times people will say like, oh, I'll wait for a sale, or I'll wait for it to hit Game Pass or PlayStation Plus or something like that. Right? Like it feels like with movies, it's a similar thing where it's like you can go to the theater and see it's like, that'll hit streaming, or I can buy it digitally in a couple weeks anyways. I'll just wait, I mean, I'm sure they're making decent money, like when people buy these movies digitally, I would assume, because like physical media practically doesn't exist for movies anymore, which is a shame. But that's a whole nother thing. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I have a feeling this one will do fine in the theaters. Like we're at this point now where it's like, oh, it's a big IP.
Also, the video game movie curse is gone by this point. So,
well, right now, video game movie, it's complete opposite. Video game movies are what's holding the fucking movie industry up, is propping it up. Like with the Sonic movies, with the Mario movie, the Minecraft. Like so many video games are, except for Borderlands, but like so many video game franchises are getting picked to make movies. Like the Zelda movie, it's been confirmed. They said who the actors are going to be for Link and Zelda. And they're going for like I forget their names, but they're going for like pretty young
unknowns,
young unknowns, which I think is the right move for that. Like kind of like Zelda doesn't need, as they'd say, like stunt casting. I mean, I dread to see like, oh, like Jack Black is Ganon. I'm like, please don't do that. Please don't. Like let one of these movies like take itself seriously.
Yeah.
And I hope the guy who plays Link, I hope he doesn't say a fucking thing the whole movie. He just goes, "Bap, bap."
No, I hope he has one line and it's just, excuse me, princess.
They're throwing that in the movie. Like that line will be there, guaranteed.
I hope so.
But yeah, it's just so weird to see like video games, which used to make all these dog shit movies from like Uwe Boll and shit. Like
it's insane that I think Sonic is the best recently.
Well, it's the one that's had the most consistent success with the three movies. I finally finished 2 and watched all of 3 over the weekend. Finally, and yeah, 3 was pretty good. Like one is fine.
One's a good starter.
It's not amazing, but it's Sonic 1.
Like Jim Carrey carries
fine.
it a bit.
It's fine. He carries the whole trilogy, if we're being real here.
He does, but 2 and 3 I think can stand up even without him.
Yeah, like the Sonic 2 movie is really fun. I wish Knuckles wasn't played for laughs as much in 2.
The problem is that's just his character now, unfortunately.
I just wish he was taken a little bit more seriously.
Especially
like Idris Elba did a great job, phenomenal. But like I don't know, I just wish they were a little bit more serious with him. Because like with 3, they took Shadow very seriously.
It's weird that 3 is like arguably the best in the series,
that's not arguable. I think it is. I think most people are like, that's the best one.
Yeah, it's just unheard of for a trilogy. The third one being the best.
it happens here and there. Here and there.
Like when I heard that like acoustic strumming of Live and Learn at the start, I was like, holy shit, this is good.
I mean, yeah, they what I like about the movies is that they are taking the Sonic canon, but they're like the game canon, but they're kind of altering it, like not drastically, like enough to where it's still faithful to the product, but it fits within this new lore, like movie verse that they're creating for Sonic, you know. And with the Sonic 4 movie, which is I think basically just going to be Sonic CD, which is interesting. They're putting it there, so it's like I want to see how that goes, and will it have some Sonic Sat AM influence? The way they're treating Amy makes me think like, oh, they might like go there a little bit. Who knows?
They also didn't kill off Shadow at the end of 3, which a lot of people thought.
No, they did.
No, they didn't. This is post-credit scene. You
is
didn't
there
watch
another? Is there another?
Yeah, there's
scene?
another post-credit scene where he lives.
Well, it's better than how they treated an Adventure 2, where he just fucking dies, and then later they're like, everyone liked him. We'll just bring him back.
Yeah. Yeah, there was I see when we watched it, we did this too, and then I read online he survived. I was like, wait, what? And I had to look up the post-credit scene online. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, sure. Because I thought it was just the one with Amy and in Metal.
No, there's another one. There's another because there has to be 2 for every movie now.
Why? Says fucking does Superman have those?
Uh-huh.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Although Supermans are funny because they have nothing to do with like future movies. They're just comedy and it's great.
Oh, so they're making fun of it.
Yeah. It's James Gunn making fun of it, basically.
Thank goodness. But yeah, it's just weird to see with all this video game movie stuff happening. I think Mortal Kombat 2 will do well. But yeah, who knows? But in 2 years, when the Sonic 4 movie comes out, we'll talk about it, and then we'll talk about how the post-credit scene for that will be, I don't know, who would they do?
Silver.
Oh, please, God, no, please.
No, the director for these movies is good at like actually making like good decisions. He might make 06 good.
I hate Silver to death.
His voice actor was at Kineticon, and oh my god, I felt so bad because
how many people were shouting at him? It's no use.
It was worse. So he was right in between Jason Griffith and Lisa Ortiz, the voices of Sonic, Shadow, and then Amy.
Yep.
They had lines. Nobody. I was like, that is just sad.
He didn't have anybody?
No.
Wow.
Well, the worst part was like the other 2, they had like all their roles like that they've been on, and there's a decent amount for each. He just had Silver. And I was like,
is that all he's ever done?
I think he's done like maybe a bit part here. I don't want to be mean, but he's not a great voice actor by any means.
Hold on. Is he still Silver now?
No, he hasn't. All the 4Kids guys have been replaced. It was Quinton Flynn for a while before Quinton Flynn got canceled.
Okay, the current one for Silver is a guy named Bryce Papenbrook.
Oh, he's Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan. That's funny.
So are you referring to Quinton Flynn?
Yeah, he was right after Pete Capella. Pete Capella was the original.
Pete Capella. What a name. So that's like the main thing he's known for is Silver. Poor bastard.
He was in a film called Secrets of an Escort. Oh, I guess he was in. Yeah.
Wow.
I guess he did some.
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh. He was. Oh, yeah. Silver is Sir Galahad in the Black Knight. Yeah, I forgot. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The
wow.
Poor guy.
Poor bastard.
If I cared about getting autographs, I would have at least said hi, but like I just don't.
I feel like I would have asked her one just out of pity. I've been like, here, buddy. It's okay.
See, if
use.
If the line wasn't super long, I really wanted to get Jason Griffith to say something for you and Jelly, but
dude.
The line was too long.
I would have lost my shit. You have no idea.
Yeah, in the Shadow voice, of course. Actually, to be funny, I should have done Jet the Hawk, the most random voice.
Be like, can he say the virginity line? You know he's seen that.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I also love that
I never lose.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, that was sad. Also, Big the Cat was there, but more people.
Oh, Duke Nukem.
Yeah, Duke Nukem was there. He also had a giant line.
That's so funny. Duke Nukem, Big the Cat. Like
his poster with his roles, like it was Duke Nukem front and center, and then you could see Big Sway in the back because he hates that role so much.
Why would he hate the role?
I don't know. He forgot the voice deliberately after he lost the part. So,
oh, see, I mean, I like to shit talk Big the Cat. You know, the preview of our SA1 review. But it is funny to do. You know, like, and if I was Big the Cat and people would want me to say like Froggy, I'd go Froggy. I'd do it because they'd get a kick out of it. And I'd be like, yeah, it's stupid, but people seem to like it, so whatever. Don't get a big head about it, Duke.
To be fair,
was he Duke Nukem in Forever?
He's the only voice of Duke.
Oh, okay. Then he has no business hiding Big the Cat. No business. I should find him and then go Froggy. I should do that.
I'm sure he gets that a lot. I mean, he might be over it now. I know at one point he absolutely despised the character, but
you never know. Oh, we got one for Mortal Kombat to Sonic. Yeah, two of my favorites.
It just happens.
Yeah. And then the last thing I had is Nintendo, so it'll segue into the Nintendo Music stuff. They're bringing back the online playtest from last year. But of course, a lot of stuff is leaked online about it. So if you want to look, it looks like Nintendo's making an MMO. If you look at the footage, like it has, like people have described it as an MMO, like the screenshots and everything. It's like, it looks like that's what they're trying to do. And maybe the playtests are like, can we actually get this thing to run? Because, you know, Nintendo, they're stuck in like not even like Windows ME or something. So they can't fucking figure out online for some reason. So that's why they're doing these playtests. I mean, it looks interesting.
Like, are we talking like an MMO, like an RPG, or an MMO like Neopets?
I don't fucking know. I didn't play it. Let's see.
I'm just wondering if we're gonna get like a PlayStation Home kind of thing.
It doesn't look PlayStation Home, I can say that much.
Okay.
Let's see. Leaked images of the test showed what appeared to be an MMO of sorts in which players work together to, quote, fully develop a massive, expansive planet by utilizing creativity and farming resources. As you progress across the planet, you'll discover new lands, enemies, and resources that will become essential to your journey.
Okay, so it's a game, not a social experiment.
Yeah, screenshots appear to show a game that resembles Minecraft, but with various beacons containing separate play areas placed on a giant planet. The higher your beacon is placed, the wider the beacon zone becomes. It also features a separate app called the Dev Core, which the game describes as a social hub to gather with other players. At the Dev Core, you can level up your character, get items you will need for your journey, commune with others, and more. It sounds like they looked at like every MMO live service-y popular game of the last 20 years and are trying to jam it all into one. Like, it has bits of World of Warcraft. It has bits of No Man's Sky. That's not really an MMO. Bits of Minecraft. Not really an MMO, but like, you get what I'm saying. That they're trying to like say like, oh, I like this bit of that or that. You know, I don't know. If it is, do you think it'll be like a full-priced release if they release it as an actual game? Or will it be like, oh, if you have the NSO expansion, you can just play it? Would they do a subscription thing like a lot of MMOs do?
If it's something that's available to play, that's a tricky slope because, like, if you're already paying for the online, it's kind of scummy. Not gonna lie. But it's Nintendo, so I wouldn't put it past them.
If it's $80, I will not be buying it. But if it's a case of like it comes free with the NSO, I'll give it a try.
Yeah, because if it's like a case where it's like you have to pay $80 for the game, and then it's like, oh, you also have to pay an additional subscription to play. I'm like, no, I'm good.
That's why I don't play Final Fantasy 11. You can still play Final Fantasy 11 online. But you have to, it's like $30, I think. And then the subscription is like $20 a month. I'm like, you are fucking crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They haven't made it free to play or anything, which is crazy to me. But I think their focus is on FF14, which has that really nice free trial that I would like to play one day with some of you guys. We just have to organize it.
Yeah. I mean, I've said in the past, my MMO experience started and ended with RuneScape.
Yeah, I haven't played that many MMOs either, so my knowledge is fairly limited. I mean, I would kill to play DQ10 online in English, but that's not really a thing. So
No.
I mean,
Maybe we'll get the single
people
player.
have made like translation chat body things for it. And there is no IP ban, so I could, download and play it if I really wanted to, but I just don't think it'll work.
Yeah.
Offline would be nice. It would be nice, but who knows?
Yeah.
I'll believe it when I see it. How about that?
All I know is with this Nintendo thing, it's either going to do well or it's going to be a thing that shows up for like a year, might fail, and if it does, it'll probably just quietly disappear. It'll become a lost game.
I'm fine with them trying something new because, you could argue since like the Switch 1 generation, they've just been kind of like treading water and haven't been experimenting as much as they have in the past. So this could be, they're like, oh, let's do something completely out of our wheelhouse and see if it works. So as long as they make the barrier to entry decent, I think, I'd check it out. Sure. Why not?
The hilarious thing is Nintendo has like the easiest like printing money MMO concept imaginable just sitting in their IPs.
Animal Crossing?
Well, there's Animal Crossing or something. If we were going for a bit more of like an RPG-ish one, they could straight up make a Pokemon MMO and it would print money.
Yeah. A Fire Emblem MMO would do well, I think.
Yeah. Pokemon, I just thinking, because that's like, imagine like the idea of it's basically Go, but like good,
I mean, basically make a console version of Go. Sure. Why not?
Only without the motion control bullshit. But basically just make a Pokemon MMO. That would instantly print money.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. So, but that's really all the news I had today. So,
yeah. Other than that, we got a huge drop of music on Nintendo Music.
Well, last week they dropped in Mario Kart 64,
which is
nice.
That
was during episode 1. Yeah, I like that soundtrack quite a bit.
It's another case of I would
argue it's the best part of the game.
Yeah. Ironically, I thought that was always there, but
yeah, once again, it was weird when I opened it up to look at it. I was looking through the Switch stuff, and I'm like, wait, this has all been here, right? I don't know why it looked like they added something in Switch, but I don't think they did.
So, aside from that, we also got. They released a shitload of NES and Famicom games for whatever reason.
Yeah, they dropped like, what was it, 26 of them?
I'll go down the list real quick. We got Mach Rider, Gyromite, Stack Up, Wrecking Crew, Soccer, Ice Climber, Balloon Fight, Excite Bike, Kuklu Land, Urban Champion, F1 Race, Devil World, Donkey Kong 3, Hogan's Alley, Golf, Duck Hunt, Wild Gunman, Pinball, Tennis, Donkey Kong Jr. Math, Baseball, Mario Brothers,
Mahjong,
Go and Mahjong.
Yeah, Go, yeah.
Donkey Kong Country Jr. and Donkey Kong.
I said Donkey Kong Country Jr. It's weird. Like, it's cool they dropped all of these, but if you look through them, most of these games don't have music.
No, they basically just dropped like all the black box games, it looks like.
Yeah, in Golf, I looked at it. It's like, it's literally like this.
Oh, it's Sonic falling in Adventure. Riveting content.
Out of bounds. I know Golf on NES.
Ball is in parking lot. Would you like to play again?
We still don't have fucking Earthbound soundtrack, but we got that.
We don't have. We have 2 Game Boy Advance games.
Yeah, only 2 GB. Yeah, fucking. I will say one of the black box games I think has a pretty solid soundtrack is Wrecking Crew. Like, bro, listen to this. It goes hard as fuck. What the hell? I listen to that all day.
underrated game.
I like Wrecking Crew. I do. I don't know why Luigi's purple, but I like that game.
Yeah.
Again, it's nice that they dropped all these in there. It was really cute. But yeah, if you look through, most of them are just like a minute of sound effects.
Oh yeah.
Or like little incidental tunes, you know. And it's so funny. Mario 1 is kind of mixed in with them. Super Mario Brothers, which made me go, I'm like, wait, was it not there? But I'm like, no, it had to have been there already.
No, they just
that's stupid.
It's like they had all this stuff ready and they were like, just dump it all at once.
I mean, could they have gotten away with doing one of those a week?
Yeah, imagine they were like,
oh,
like
yeah, here's a minute of ooh. Come on, they can't. They're not that full of themselves.
Yeah,
like they are. Nintendo is very full of themselves, but like they're not that bad.
Yeah, but I see when I saw the pop up today, I was like, it was like a ton of NES. I'm just thinking of AVGN being like, "Hey, get down." AVGN, get down from there.
It's crazy that Duck Hunt's one of the best-selling games of all time.
Well, like when it comes with the system, it helps.
And it never got a sequel. Do you think that's crazy? We never got a Duck Hunt sequel.
Probably because the Zapper kind of died with the system.
But like, we got the Super Scope with the Super Nintendo. They could have did a Duck Hunt for that. You know, when the Wii came out, they could have made like a Wii Duck Hunt. They had the balls to put the Duck Hunt dog into Smash, and they didn't bother just saying like, oh, here's like an eShop, like remake a Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
$10, go for it, kid. I'd have played that. I would have liked it.
Yeah.
Give me a Duck Hunt story where like the dog, the duck, like and the duck, they fall in love or something.
Where's the gritty Duck Hunt reboot where you can shoot? I don't want to finish that sentence.
The Shadow Labyrinth of Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
I've been playing it a little bit, and I'm probably going to be writing a review of it for the Super Pod. So stay tuned, kids. I don't have much to say at the moment, other than
That being said, though,
speaking of
to tie into the game we're speaking, and also to tie into Nintendo making weird decisions, I want to bring this to everyone's attention.
Oh, I have a Game Boy Micro.
It is. Yeah, this by far has to be one of the weirdest like offshoots. Oh, you got the black screen too. Nice.
It's a little dusty because my R button doesn't work anymore. That's the L button. The R button. Like I've opened this thing to try to fix it, and I cannot seem to fix it. So it just remains as a display piece, which is a shame. It works. Like you turn it on, it works. Like I like the Game Boy Micro. I'm a Game Boy Micro defender.
It has.
As I throw it.
Yeah. It has by far the most beautiful screen, I think, out of all the Game Boy Advances, even though it's microscopic.
Like it's a really nice screen. I like the form factor because, you know, have you ever noticed when people complain about form factors for like game controllers or handheld consoles, they always talk about how they have these massive, giant mammoth man hands,
big meaty claws.
Everybody always talks about how like my giant man hands, these giant hands, which means something else, can't handle this teeny little Nintendo controller.
But then they're the same people that bitch that the Duke was too big.
Exactly. And I mean, I have kind of tiny hands. You can't really see it. My hands, I have like short fingies, right? So, but like the Micro honestly feels comfortable to play. Like, especially in like long play sessions, it always felt really nice to me. It's just a shame my R button died. So I don't really play it that much anymore. Because I like the form factor. Form factor is actually really nice. It's very portable when they say Micro. Like you have to see how small it is to believe. Like, I guess for a comparison, here's my my smartphone, my Galaxy S22, and then compare it to the Game Boy Micro.
Comparison on my end.
I could pull down my Game Gear. Game Gear's a chonker.
Here's a Sega Master System cart.
I mean, there you go. Actually, I have a GBA cart right here. Aria of Sorrow. Like the size of the cart compared to the game.
Yeah.
It's like about a third of it, you know?
It's a tiny little guy. And these things are rare now too. Like,
oh yeah, I paid like $200 for this guy. He was in perfect shape, but of course I somehow damaged the R button, which is a shame because yeah, like look at I'm loading up Aria of Sorrow. Look how nice that looks. It looks it has 10 different brightness levels in it. So
It does.
yeah. I mean the start and select are in weird spots, but you know, it is what it is.
In case anyone was wondering what we're talking about today.
I'm talking about Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. It's an amazing masterpiece. There's nothing to do 3D. Sorry.
There we go. Yeah. Look at that wonderful, wonderful thing.
We're talking about Army Men Advance, kids.
Yep.
I played it on. Well, I might get in trouble if I show this, but fuck it. The Ambernick handheld. Well, oh yeah, I forgot to mention there was an Italian YouTuber who is potentially going to jail for showcasing Ambernick handhelds.
Huh.
And it's because he showed Nintendo and like I think even Sony games running on it.
Okay. Just don't do that.
Yeah. So I think I'm okay because I'm just showing Army Men Advance. I don't think the 3DO company gives a shit.
It doesn't exist anymore. So I mean, but yeah, if anyone wants to see the cartridge, it's
I mean, and also this game isn't available anywhere anyway to buy. But yeah.
Yeah.
So actually looks pretty nice on well, actually I think the Ambernick, I think it's the 35GX, whatever, has a very nice screen to it. But yes, we are talking Army Men Advance, released for the Game Boy Advance back in 2001.
2001, one of 4 Army Men games I think that came out that year.
Let's see. Wow, when did the GBA come? What was its release date?
2001, I believe. This was like very early.
Okay. So according to Wikipedia, it was released June 11th, 2001 in the States. Army Men Advance, according to this, came out June 5th.
Huh. So it was...
Does that make it a launch title?
Launch window, anyways.
Launch window, yeah. I mean, it makes sense because this game is very rudimentary, especially for GBA standards.
It is the most... It exists game, one of the most it exists games I've ever played. So okay, I was wrong. It is one of 6 Army Men games that came out in 2001.
I thought you were saying for the GBA. I'm like, holy shit.
Well, fun fact: one of those other 6 was also on GBA.
Yeah, of course it was. Yeah. Hold on, let me check something. How many GBA games came out, or Army Men games for GBA? 3. Army Men Advance, Operation Green, and Turf Wars.
Yes, Turf Wars was technically the final Army Men 3D Army Men game because it came out after RTS, even though it was technically made before RTS.
Right. Details, but yeah.
Yes, but in 2001 we got Army Men World War Final Front, Army Men Green Rogue, Army Men Advance, Portal Runner, Army Men World War Team Assault, and Army Men Operation Green.
Jesus fucking hell, guys. We get it. I'm trying to imagine what people thought at the time when they were churning these out. They're like, what the fuck are they doing?
Well, considering the series debatably peaked with Air Attack 2 in 2000, it was all downhill from here.
Yeah, so this game was developed. It wasn't developed by 3DO. It was developed by DC Studios.
They no longer exist.
No. Looking at their gameography, it's really nothing to write home about.
A lot of either... Oh, they made Rayman DS, the worst port of Rayman.
Oh no.
Rayman 2, I should say.
Yeah.
They made State of Emergency 2, the even worse version of an already mediocre game.
I've played State of Emergency 2. It's been a very long time. That was one of the games I call it rental store fodder, like the games that you rent for a weekend and go, well, that was a game, and then you give it back and never think about it again.
Oh, this is the company that made Fear Factor Unleashed, starring Joe Rogan. Actually, is he even in this? He might not even be in. No, he's not even in it.
Generally speaking, Chinese people look Chinese. Adult baby. It's for all my RM Brown fans out there. Hope you all
they
appreciate that.
made the Bratz game on PlayStation. Alex played that once and couldn't figure out how to play it and never played it again.
And of course, they made a VeggieTales game. The last game they made was Thrillville Off the Rails for the DS.
Yes, the port of the second game in that series made by Frontiers originally.
And looking at the reviews for all the Thrillvilles, or for Off the Rails, all the versions hit about the 70s, except for the DS version that hits at a 59.
Ooh. Oh, they made Code Lyoko on DS. Hell yeah.
Dude, I haven't heard somebody say Code Lyoko in I don't know how long. I used to watch Code Lyoko, and I didn't know what was happening, but I kind of liked it.
It was one of those shows that you kind of watched because it was on.
Yeah, absolutely. You couldn't agree more. It was French anime inspired. Oh, that explains everything.
Did you know it got a sequel series, but instead of the animated segments, they just made it live action and it's terrible?
No.
Yeah.
No way.
They made it like a continuation of it, but they got rid of the cool animated sequences and just made it live action.
What
like,
the fuck? Why? Why would somebody do that?
Ugh, yeah, it was bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so DC Studios
Stick to Asterix, guys. If you want French cartoons, watch Asterix.
Or just watch Sonic Underground. It's about the same quality.
Watch Sonic X. I'll defend Sonic X.
No. Well, that was made in Japan, but watch the Donkey Kong TV series that was made in France.
Yeah, it's iconic. But yeah, but looking at DC Studios gamography, like,
this might be their best game.
It's definitely one of their most like known games, right?
Yeah,
best games probably, because when I was playing it, it was very like, yeah, it's whatever, but for like Army Men standards, it was actually like kind of good.
I mean, it was the most fine game I think I've ever played.
Oh yeah, like it's very average. It's very plain, but again, looking at like. Compare this to Army Men 3D, it's like GTA 4 compared to Army Men 3D.
Well, you actually can know what you're doing in this game.
Yeah, like it's weird because like the first level is like hard for no reason because you have to like get out of the like your prison cell or whatever, right? And you're just kind of shooting people in this like office space type deal. And there's like no health pickups and there's like enemies everywhere and you're like not.
And you have to backtrack constantly for these like key card screens.
Yeah, and you have to like shoot them to like open the doors or whatever. And there's like no health pickups. And I'm like, am I going to die? In fact, I died in that stage quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
But when I Amber Nicked it, I save stated. I think I save stated maybe once or twice in that level and then got through just fine. And then after that, game was a breeze after that. Like no real. In fact, I think the challenge was more kind of fair because like health pickups would start appearing more. You find other weapons here and there, which is cool. You occasionally get to chuck a grenade at like a gun tower, you know, like it's all competently done, you know,
it's functional. Like nothing feels broken.
Like its art direction is piss. It's terrible. Like the game does not look good at all. It looks kind of ugly. Like the other Army Men games have more interesting aesthetics. And this one, like, the most interesting part is when you're in Area 41.
Yeah.
That part was great. And there's like those weird robots going back and forth, you know? Like that was the most interesting part of the game as far as like art direction was concerned.
It's kind of interesting because this game technically takes place in the Sarge's Heroes canon.
Yes, because you can play as either Sarge, even though he doesn't look like Sarge at all, or Vicky.
I played as Vicky just because she actually looks different in gameplay.
I played as Sarge because I was curious to what he looked like, and yeah, he just looks like
it's just a recolor of every other character in the game.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And then I went back and looked at Vicky, and I'm like, oh, they actually put effort into her sprite. Thank goodness.
Yeah, she has a ponytail. That's different.
Well, and she's also like not completely green.
Yes.
So, and yeah, so like you start the game and it does that thing where it's like it's all like Army Men size stuff, like going through office buildings, camps, and all that stuff. And then eventually you portal into the other, like the human world, basically, and you're like blowing up tennis balls to find key cards, or navigating Scorch through a barbecue that has so many flies I don't understand.
Did you notice in the very first room in the game, there's a dead tan soldier with like a food tray splattered all over the ground? It's implied that Sarge killed the guy bringing him food.
Oh yeah. No,
I saw that. I was like, that's dark.
I think it says that in like the briefing.
Oh,
there's a briefing in every, because somehow, despite Sarge being a prisoner, he's allowed a video walkie-talkie, unless he hid that in where. And it's like the colonel giving him all of his like missions, right? And yeah, you see that guy where I think they say like, take him out to get the key to get out of there, kind of a thing.
I just find it funny they actually drew that into the background.
Yeah. Like playing it had those little quirks, like when you get a flamethrower, like you actually melt the soldiers. They bothered to animate it like a melting animation, which I liked.
It's weird. There is effort into this game, but then there also is like notably lacking of effort. Like the weirdest part about this game that makes it very kind of eerie is there is no music in this game, like aside from like an occasional
the final boss.
Yeah,
the final boss has music. You get music in between all the missions, but yeah, it's so quiet it disturbs me.
It's like Doom on Jaguar. It's like,
it's weird.
It's an odd game because but the weird part is too, like the enemies all have this like stock like death sound, and you just hear that constantly. I will give them credit. They gave Vicky a female sounding death grunt. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put it past me to give her the male one, because I can see companies are lazy enough that
hey, we gotta get we have like 5 of these to churn out. Let's get them done, guys.
I know, right? That's why they farmed this one off to DC Studios.
Yeah. So like it doesn't, the story, I guess it's what like General Plastro is like, I'm gonna take over like an army.
There's a brief
description. Like, we need to stop them. Like there really isn't. Like the most interesting part is like Area 41 and Hangar 13, where it's like you shoot aliens. Like I don't understand the canon. Like, are they actual aliens or are they Army Men toy aliens? I don't know.
The Army Men canon stopped making sense.
It never made sense.
Yeah. So the brief story for this game is General Plastro and his army of tanned figurines have decided to take over the world.
Of course.
It's up to Sergeant reporter Vicky Grimm to thwart the conquest. Through the game,
I like that she's a reporter, but she looks like a fucking soldier.
Well, she's a Commander or General Grimm's daughter.
Yeah. I mean, at least April O'Neil is a reporter. Like, true. Vicky, it's like, I think they just said that because, like, oh, we can't have, like, a woman be a combat soldier. Ugh, that's weird. It was that era.
But she can run around like a cave person in Portal Runner.
We'll get to it.
Oh, that's going to be a experience.
But yeah, you know what's crazy? Like, it's bland, it's average or whatever, but as far as like the games we've played goes, I think we've done 4 of them now, it's number 2 on my list.
Yeah, it's weird that it's technically more functional than
like Sarge's War was frustrating at points. This game, breeze. And at certain points I'm like, I'm kind of having fun.
It's like it's like, I think that when I was playing it, my thought was like, this is just kind of like a shitty Gauntlet.
It wishes it was a shitty Gauntlet.
It was just like, it's like,
what was up with that Frogger segment?
They were
like they're just like, let's do a Frogger thing. And when I saw that, I went, oh no. No. The game thankfully is merciful, and that is if you fall in the water, you don't lose any bit of health. They just let you try it again.
Yeah,
I was so worried because if that was going to be a case of like you lose health every time, it would be awful. It'd be the worst segment in the game. But because they don't do that, it just equates to, and then you shoot a mole.
There are some.
What the fuck was that thing?
There are some random segments in this game. Like it is
like you shoot bugs that like fart when they die.
I mean,
There's
to
like
be
they're
fair,
in that bunch of shelves or whatever. I'm assuming in like a garage, and there's an elevator for some reason.
sure,
Sure, yeah. I don't know, man.
it has some of that Army Men charm.
A little bit, yeah.
That the reason why some people look at these games fondly, because there are hardcore Army Men enthusiasts.
They probably don't like us.
I mean,
I'd love to know if you're an Army Men enthusiast. Please write in. Let us know what you think.
I mean, to be fair, most Army Men enthusiasts also agree that the games are shit for the most part, but they're fascinated by them. I mean,
yeah.
I have a fascination for shitty games too sometimes.
Yeah,
but
yeah, Mr. Sonic 06 over here.
I mean, it's entertaining.
Sure.
But yeah, this was such a like when I finished it, I was kind of like, oh, it's over.
It takes you maybe 2 hours to beat the whole thing.
Yeah.
Maybe. Like it's a fairly breezy playthrough. There's only 12 levels. You get a password in between each of them. So yeah, there's no saving, but and most of them are fairly short. Like the only ones I had issues with were the very first level because it kind of like makes it really hard at the start. And then after that, it's kind of no problem. But then the final boss was surprisingly kind of difficult because it's General Plastro or whatever. And he's in like a UFO with these like segments that you have to shoot. And then you destroy those, and then it's just his little capsule, and his little capsule is a bullet sponge. Like I found a spot where if you sit somewhere and he's like kind of hovering in like the top corner of the screen, he'll never come down. And like I found a spot where it's like he never leaves that spot, and his bullets never even come near you. And I just sat there and just shot the. You normally have the M16, which has unlimited ammo, thank God. But it's, you have to like push the button each time, and it has like a 3-round burst type of deal. And then you can find the M60, which has like full auto, but you're only limited to 99 bullets, but it is more powerful. But at the final boss, you get that, but with unlimited ammo, which is nice. And sitting there just wailing on him takes forever.
I guarantee
he does eventually die.
The playtesters, like originally, they probably didn't give you unlimited ammo, and then the playtesters was like, "This is fucking impossible."
Yeah. Oh God, imagine doing that with the M16.
And they were probably just like too.
I'd still be playing it.
They were probably too lazy to readjust it, so they're just like, "Fuck it, just give unlimited ammo for the better gun."
Yeah, exactly. And then there were like 2 random vehicle segments, like one where you're a tank and one where you're a boat, and they both control the exact same.
Yeah, it's weird because like the main gameplay is like the top-down gauntlet style stuff, but then like
it's like a top-down third-person shootery thing. It reminds me of if you ever played Medal of Honor Infiltrator for the GBA. It's similar to that. I mean, Medal of Honor Infiltrator is kind of one of the best Medal of Honor games. That is a fucking awesome game. Hard as fuck, but it's really, really good.
It kind of reminded me of a really bad version of there's a game on PS1 and Saturn called Loaded. It kind of reminds me of it reminds me of that, only like not fun.
I mean, this game, it had its moments where it wasn't too bad.
Not fun by proxy, I should say.
Yeah. My favorite part was when if you would get up close to an enemy, you'd just start butting them with your rifle. And then they wouldn't react. They would stop shooting and just sit there in horror as you just, bludgeon them to death. And it takes way more hits to just melee them than shoot them with the gun. I think as they realize that, like, oh, if you do that, the AI just stops dead in its tracks.
Yep.
Oh, what a game.
I also like how it randomly, like, you'll be top down and suddenly it'll just kind of go semi-isometric, and I'm just like, this is weird.
Yeah, like that mazy segment that I mentioned in Area 41 where you have to, like, keep backtracking to find, like, the right keys and everything. Like, that was the part that was kind of weird. But I liked it because it was different. And it's like, oh, they're trying to do something with this alien shit. And then they completely throw it out the window. They're like, here's like 2 levels, done, back to I think it's when you go into the human world. And then you go back, and then that's when you fight Plastro, but you don't fight any other aliens or anything.
Oh, yeah, because there's like the whole portal gimmick. But like, I laugh because
the Sarge's Heroes thing.
It's really funny, though, because like the cover of the game Look, it's Sergeant Vicky coming out of a portal, but when I look at it, it looks like they're in a toilet bowl. Kind
Where
of.
this game belongs.
It's funny for a game that's surprisingly creative. It's so half baked that it kind of just loses it.
It definitely feels like if DC Studios got an extra 6 months to work on it, it could have been something kind of special and interesting in the series, but they must have been working on a very short time frame to get this done.
Yeah, they
did what they could, but like it's not that bad. It's really not. It controls perfectly fine. I mean, it's not much in as far as graphics or music goes, but it's not. I've seen uglier games than this. It's not super long. It's a nice breezy playthrough. The level design isn't infuriating. It's like it's fine.
It exists is the perfect way of describing it.
I feel like in a couple years I'm gonna forget I ever played this game.
Probably. I mean, I played it. I first got it like 5 years ago, and I remembered nothing of it. So
yeah, it's just one of those games.
So review wise, it's actually really fascinating. The game has a Metacritic of 57, which is expected.
Sure. You know what? I think that's fair.
What's really funny though is like the actual individual reviews are interesting. There is 3 7 out of 10s.
I mean, I guess.
Do you want to know which companies gave it 7 out of 10?
Eurogamer, Game Informer, and IGN.
GN. Like, what an oddity there.
That means this is one of the highest ranked IGN Army Men games because they gave most of them shit scores, I think.
Yeah. I'm like sitting here, I'm like, okay, IGN.
Is the review still up?
Probably.
Let me check.
Yeah, it's probably. What's really funny though is I have to read this one just because it's actually quoted on the Wikipedia page.
It was written by a man named Craig Harris.
Oh, I've heard of Craig Harris.
Yeah. His last review for IGN was Starlink in 2018.
Oh, yeah,
so I don't think he's there anymore. Let's see. It says 3DO's Plastic Heroes hit the screen in a better than expected action title for the Game Boy Advance. I kind of agree. It's better than I thought it would be.
Yeah. What's really funny is Next Gen, their review is really funny. They said a decent, if not amazing game, at least until Capcom gives us that GBA version of Commando we've been dreaming about. Who the fuck was dreaming about Commando?
And we never got it.
No, I'm just sitting like Commando. Like,
I mean, I can see the Commando comparison, top-down, third-person shootery type things.
I'm just like trying to think. In 2001,
but Commando's an '80s arcade game.
Yeah, who in 2001 was thinking about Commando?
Apparently Next Gen was. Ironically, they're called Next Gen, and they're thinking about an '80s arcade game. It was 20 years old, almost 20 years old at that point. That's funny to me.
GamePro said you'd have much.
Had it been ported at that point? I think its most recent port at that era was what, the NES?
I think so.
I guess, yeah. I don't know.
What's funny is GamePro, their review. You'd have much more fun playing with genuine plastic army men than wasting your time in this virtual ghetto while straining. Yeah, that's a phrase right there. While straining endlessly to obtain just the right. Oh yeah, because it's the. Oh, this is great. While straining endlessly to obtain just the right light on the godforsaken Game Boy Advance screen.
I mean, that original GBA screen is like, we put up with this?
Yeah, I know, right? Also, the
ending. I don't blame them on that one.
The ending line of the review. This is for franchise fanatics only.
Yeah, they know.
Even then, they were aware.
Let's see. Oh, there's a verdict bit at the end of the IGN review. It said, this game is a decent first shot on the Game Boy Advance, but it does feel a bit rushed. It has a few glitching problems when the screen fades in and out, and the ending after playing through the levels is very unsatisfying. I agree. Still, I'm looking forward to DC Studios' next game on the handheld, as their first isn't too bad at all. I think that's fair, But what was their next game after this? It was Salt Lake 2002.
They're only going up. um,
I sense big things out of these boys. Let's see. Yeah, there's that French one. I mean, I'm surprised a lot of these are still up. Like there's that like French one that gave it a 14 out of 20. They gave the graphics a 14, playability a 13, lifetime a 12. Lifetime. The game can be completed in just a few hours, which is why it's essential to play on hard difficulty and only on hard difficulty.
oh yeah, there is a difficulty select.
Yeah, I just play on normal. Additionally, codes allow you to restart your game at each level. Like, well, okay. Soundtrack was a 12. A 12?
What soundtrack?
What the fuck are you talking about?
There is a composer listed for this game.
I mean, somebody had to make those like little tunes, those little things. Thanks to its friendly atmosphere and colorful execution, Army Men Advance is one of those games that
what color?
Careful execution.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I think careful is one of those games that always leaves you wanting more. Unfortunately, it's too quickly over and you're left wanting more. I don't know if I agree with that.
Would I want to play more than 2 hours of this? I think 2 hours is fine for what it is.
Let's see. GameSpot. Kids will likely enjoy its simplicity, but will find it difficult to complete several areas of the game's goals due to the irritating hit detection and cramped areas. I never had issues with hit detection.
No, the hit detection was fine.
It sounds like they just played the first level and was like, this level's hard and stupid. It is.
They couldn't beat the first level and they based the review off of that alone.
That would be funny if that was the case. That would be hilarious. Let's see. There's the Game Informer one that's on the Wayback Machine. Let's see. Oh, it's a short one. Army Men Advance is a simple game based on simple toys. Mindlessly killing people can be cool, especially when the premises are straightforward. But the villain here is the controls. Per usual,
they're made of plastic. They're made of plastic.
Per usual for an AM title. AM. I was running around frantically in order to aim properly. Holding down the R shoulder button fixes your orientation, but oftentimes you're so surrounded by foes it's not practical. What do you mean orientation? I wish the environment.
Did the reviewer play the right game?
I wish the environments were as cluttered with scenery. There is little here that pushes the handheld's known power. Multiplayer, that's MIA. Yeah, there isn't a multiplayer mode or anything. Is there?
You're asking for a lot at that point.
Let's see. The gunboat level, Frogger-like interlude, and weapons, machine gun, flamethrower, etc. The etc.'s grenades are nice touches. Maybe if DC Studios fixes things up here and there, the next Army Men GBA Tour of Duty may be fun. Holy cow, did I just ask for another Army Men game? Don't tell Matt. Okay. These reviews are amazing.
Game Informer's reviews back in the day were hilarious. I love the start.
Very tongue in cheek. I kind of dig it.
I just love the start. Killing is wrong. It's like they're made of plastic, sir.
It said mindlessly killing people can be cool, especially when the premise is so straightforward. But even still, it's like they're not real. Anyway, we have a second opinion from Mr. Andrew Rayner. Why do I know that name? I think what he says is, I would agree. Hath the Lord forsaken thee? As hard as it may seem to believe, Army Men Advance is actually decent. The combat is a tad cumbersome, but the animation is superb and the environments are as colorful as can be. Sure.
I guess.
It's funny seeing how all over the map these are. There is an EGM review, but it just pulls me to like a PDF of that issue, and I'm like, am I really going to go through this whole issue to try to find it? I mean, I can if you want me to. Let's see.
I'm curious who made the next Army Men GBA game, and it was not DC Studios. So.
Yeah, it was not. It
was Pocket Studios.
Pocket Studios.
They don't have a Wikipedia page, so they're even more.
They must be a small studio. They can fit in my pocket.
Ironically, we'll get to Operation Green later, but apparently Operation Green is actually a bit more in line with the classic Army Men games.
We shall see. We'll get there.
But
let's see here. I'm just looking through. Oh, they're advertising Final Fantasy Chronicles in here. I mean, this is just a straight up EGM from like 2001. 91. Page 91. Were these things that fucking big back then?
Probably.
Oh, I saw a Dreamcast ad and I got a little sad. I'm like, oh, we hardly knew thee.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. R.I.P. the legend. And of course, it being a PDF, I can't really skip through, or I can't like Control F find. Oh, I found it. They gave it a 4. Let's see. Visuals, they gave a 5. Sound, a 6. Sound. Ingenuity, a 5. Replay, a 3.
They really like those death grunts.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Yeah, they compare it to Commandos, Akari Warriors, and Frontline.
Those are the winners.
Sure. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I'm not reading the whole. It's not a super long one, but I don't really want to read it. Oh, Bomberman Tournament. That was fun. Oh, God, the Pitfall Mine Adventure GBA port. That is a terrible port.
I wish I owned more old Megs.
One thing I will give Army Men Advance credit for is despite being an early GBA title, it does not have a washed out color palette.
No, it doesn't, which is nice.
It's aged very well, unlike some early GBA games like Pitfall the Mine Adventure, which looks like ass.
That's why Castlevania Curse of the Moon looks so good, because it was...
Yeah.
They made it with a normal color palette. The only problem is you couldn't see it fuck anything. But
it aged well. It's the same with like Dead Rising. Like when at first you couldn't see the subtitles, but now it's like it's aged perfectly well. But anyways, we spent more time reading reviews than actually reviewing the game.
The gameplay is so minuscule. Like it is.
Yeah, it's just it's a top-down GBA shooter. You shoot things, and there's objectives like shoot this thing or find this thing, and then shoot that thing, and then you win.
Oh, the best one is the first stage where it's like objective, find the key. You find it like 2 rooms in, and you're like, oh, cool. So how close to the end? Not even close. Great.
Yeah.
But
anyway, must play. Okay,
yeah.
Stay away.
I'm gonna just say, I'm going to say, because that's like my thoughts on this game. Like,
meh.
Like it's like it's not a stay away, but it's like it's like if I was gonna recommend it, my recommendation would be
If you want to play it, it's only like 1 to 2 hours. It won't take you long. You'll play it and go, okay, and you'll move on with your life. But yeah, meh, it's fine.
When you inevitably find it in a GBA bargain bin for $1.
If you legit see that cartridge for like $2, there are worse things to spend $2 on.
I don't think it's that cheap, but if you do find it and it's a good price, I mean, there's worse GBA games you could buy.
Oh God, yes. Oh, don't get me started. There's some dog shit on the GBA. But this isn't dog shit. I'm glad it wasn't dog shit. Genuinely, I'm glad. It made it a tolerable experience.
It's like so okay. It's average. It's just it exists.
According to price charting, loose, it's $9.61. Inflation, man.
Retro game collecting.
Because I'm looking at like at certain points, it was like under $1, and I was like, yeah, for like $1.50, fuck yeah, hell yeah, baby. But now it's like that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
If you see it for $5, you'll be fine.
Or just emulate it. I don't think 3DO will care.
Do what I did, emulate.
Yeah.
And when I emulated it, I had a turbo on for the shooting, which definitely made the game more tolerable, especially those boat segments. If you turn on turbo, you just nothing.
Oh man. But yeah. So this was a shorter one, I'll say.
Yeah, and so far, if y'all are curious, my current Army Men ranking for all the games we played: at the bottom, 3D; above it, Sarge's War; above it, Army Men Advance, and at the top, RTS. So that's my current ranking.
And that's perfectly fair.
Yeah. I think some people would swap Sarge's War and Advance.
Well, some people would put 3D a lot higher, but that's
no.
They haven't played it probably in a long time.
They're not me.
Yeah. I forget where I ranked it in my ranking.
Eventually we'll do a whole Iron Man tier list. That'll be fun.
Yeah. But before we do closeouts, how's the next episode of Threat Ops going?
I've beaten the game. I haven't had a huge amount of time to work on the script and recording and all that, but hopefully it'll be out early next week. That's what I'm shooting for. So stay tuned, y'all. Because in my doing research on it, I found a lot more than I was expecting. But you'll see.
I look forward to giving it a listen, and the link for that will be down below in the description of the episode. And with that, everybody, once again, thank you for joining us on the 3DO Experience. You can find the 3DO Experience on all the major podcasting platforms, particularly Apple Podcast and Spotify. And be sure to check us out over on the Superpod Network. That's superpodnetwork.com. Awesome site featuring a whole bunch of awesome podcasters, videos, blogs, whole bunch of cool stuff. Yeah, and with that, everybody, thank you for joining us. We will see you all later.
Bye-bye.
If you're not playing on a 3DO system, what are you playing with?